FC Kahuna, Hayling, tune. It's on layer cake. I fancy a bit of cake. If anyone out there's listening, comment what cake would you like. I just actually looked up.
Angel slice.
I was going to say angel slice, banging. Victoria Sponge basic, but it's basic for a reason because it's great.
Do you remember them little fairy cakes from Tesco's that will have like
the little wings on them?
They had the little stars on them.
Were they the ones where you cut like the cake and it had like the wings? They brought it's like a pop-up book for a cake.
They tasted kind of shit though. And
but like, when you're a kid, you
had them in your packed lunch, but they'll be like, "Oh, cool, fairy cake." But you'd be like, "Oh, that's a bit."
And then you'd have the kid opposite you going, "I've got a cherry bakewell. Do you want to switch?" You'd be like, "No way. I've got this shit." Great tune though. Sorry. Every time I think of FC Kahuna, I think of the bit in Pulp Fiction. This is a tasty burger because it's called a Kahuna burger. It's a Hawaiian thing. Every time I think of this tune, I just think of Samuel Jackson.
Tasty burger.
And if anyone listening who hasn't realised this, Samuel Jackson is in every single film ever made. Pretty much, yeah.
The best role he's ever played is in Deep Blue Sea, where he gets eaten
by a shark.
His monologue.
That shook me. I was
monologue.
like,
no, because you weren't expecting it.
You don't expect to see it.
He's just doing some crazy fucking ass monologue.
Yeah, man.
And then
it's like Samuel Jackson's taking charge, and then he gets his head gets chewed off. When you're like, shit.
Me and Julia tried to watch that recently because it's on Netflix, I think. And the first scene where a little sailboat gets wrecked by some sharks. So it's like a group of kids on a sailboat,
fucking
having
about
some fun. And I was just like, the first attack, I was just like, nah, this is too bad to watch.
I was telling you about Deep Blue Sea the other day actually, with LL Cool J's in it. Sam's girlfriend Julia's been wearing one of those Kangol hats, but she folds it up and she looks like a sailor. And she looks
it's
like
not Kangol, it's Hummel.
Well, yeah, I mean, like Kangol is like if you said that, what was it? A Hummel.
Hummel.
Exactly. I don't know that, but your Kangol, LL Cool J. Mama said, "Knock you out." Mama said, you know, and he's got the Kangol, but then he is in Deep Blue Sea, and he's one of the guys.
I never knew that.
Yeah, man.
You only told me that. You literally told me that like yesterday, and
it was Thursday or Wednesday. It was a day.
Monday,
it ended in day.
Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday.
Doesn't matter. It's like Fresh Prince. No, it's not. Wait, what am I?
What are you on about?
No, I'm thinking of a different theme tune that marks days of the week. But yeah, so that's FC Kahuna.
Hayling.
I actually have a little encounter with them. When I was younger, I was like, my track that's now on Spotify, I got this like little sample that goes doot doot. It's like a little like sign thing.
Like a little beepy. Doot.
Pretty much, yeah. And I wanted to, you know, the bit that goes. I basically stretched it and put it into, you know, and I even contacted the label and asked them, can I use it? And then I said to myself, just remake it. It's such an easy.
But how would you remake that in that exact same tone? Because
I'm thinking about it's not the exact same, but it's just.
Am I thinking about the same bit where it goes dun 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 drop?
That's not my track. That sounds like a theme tune for
What are you on about then?
My track. The one there's like anyway, I'll show you later. But there's a bit that goes like basically like a little doot doot.
Oh,
it's like a little pulse. And and the little breakdown, and I was like, I want to use this, and then I was like, why am I trying to sample this?
Just before the drop where it goes. Dun, 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 dun.
That's not my track. I don't know. It sounds like a theme tune for the Jetsons.
No,
or something.
that's the FC Kahuna, right? Back in there.
Yeah, no, but I didn't use it. No, I'm saying I used that bit, but I didn't use it.
Okay,
because
so
I
fair
said
enough.
to myself,
That-
I could just
that would
remake this
be-
easily and not have to go through any royalties, and I didn't have to.
That bit would be insanely hard to recreate, but the bit you're on about where it goes. Boop,
Just easy,
boop,
so easy.
easy peasy.
You could just go on
Lemon
sample
squeezy.
site and go alarm beep and go just the fourth one, boom. So yeah, I decided not to, but I had a little chat with I think it was BMG, and this woman was like, oh, and I was like, why am I doing this?
Was it
But that's-
difficult to do? Difficult to clear then?
Yeah, wait, for what it was, I was like, why am I... What are you doing? Yeah, for a beep, exactly. Just get any other beeps. I did, but that is also in Layer Cake. So this track we're going to talk. This show we're going to talk about some tracks that one of my tracks is to do with Layer Cake, and I'll explain it later.
Mine are nothing to do with Layer Cake, so
One
stay tuned.
So it's going to be a good one. Basically, I'm going to keep you gripped in. Layer Cake, Daniel Craig, kind of not really. He's in Layer Cake, but the thing that my focus is Sienna Miller, and you'll see why. But so that's in.
Sienna Miller's in Layer Cake.
One of the best things I've ever laid my eyes on ever. It's honestly great.
can't-
When I'm on my deathbed, I'm going to go, that scene in Layer Cake, shit. And die, and it'll be the last thing I ever think of. That's fine. But basically, there's...
Oh no, let me find my phone.
She's basically in Layer Cake when he's walking down the street and he's giving it the big one and he says, "Life's so fucking good, I can taste it in my spit." And I love that line.
That is such a good line.
It is a good line because we're all wedging for that, aren't we? We're all like, no matter what you do and what what your day-to-day routine is, we're all trying to go for gold.
I know Sienna Miller is. Yeah.
I do as well, and I'll explain because so that was FC Kahuna Hayling, and it's an absolute tune.
It's
got that mad
so
strut.
trip hop.
Yeah,
It's the most trip hoppy tune. And it takes inspiration from, say, Portishead, 07, Tricky. It just takes all of those
good
into a tune.
killer trio.
Killer Trip. Even more. Every single trip hop artist comes together to perform FC Kahuna, Hayling.
Good tune.
So good. It's the we should do a trip hop podcast just on the way the sampling worked and everything.
Can I
the
talk
history
about
of it.
when you said Hayling? There was a girl in my school called Hayley.
Hayling.
And she had this massive hair, like an afro, but it wasn't an afro. And I was just like, it was almost like a mess from the 80s that she just didn't perfect, and it was like the 2000s. I saw that Hayley. And whenever I picture like FC Kahuna, I just picture Samuel Jackson about to shoot a guy in a room, and her, because of the burger thing, and her. And it's like...
Big Kahuna.
Yeah. This is a tasty burger. Imagine that as well. You're just thinking like, oh, he's eating my burger and I'm about to die. And it's only in the morning as well. That's a fucked up day. That's a wrap.
He doesn't ask like, what's your favourite burger?
Clearly he knew because he was eating it, but it's just what a bleak morning. It was. They got killed in the morning. That's their day. You know when you wake up and you go, oh, it's fucking raining. Oh, and this guy's like, oh, I've got two gangsters with guns outside. They're going to steal my burger and kill me. That's problems. That's next time anyone out there listening going, I've really got a bad day ahead of me. Think about that guy. I don't know what he did to Marcel Wallace, but he obviously deserves to die.
I would say though that in every Pulp Fiction film that Quentin Tarantino is featured in, he is an awful actor. Awful.
You said every Pulp Fiction film. You mean every film he's directed?
Sorry, every Quentin Tarantino film that
There's like a big series of Pulp Fiction. It's like Pulp Fiction.
I realised what I just said
sitcom.
then. It sounds awful. It sounds stupid.
That's
Every
okay.
Quentin
He's done a lot of
Tarantino
films.
film that he has starred in is bad. He can't do. Sorry,
his part is bad.
His part is bad. Even in films that he hasn't directed, say as what's that one with oh my god, what's his name? He's really famous.
It's a lot of people.
He's in the Oceans films.
George Clooney.
Oh,
Dusk Till Dawn.
Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah.
He's not a good actor.
Yeah, but it's Tarantino,
he's not.
But he's a genius, so you still watch it because he is. He's great. He's great. The soundtracks as well. The soundtracks for these films are absolutely amazing.
Killer, yeah.
Reservoir Dogs. You know what? There's nothing quite like cutting a man's ear off listening to Stuck in the Middle with You. It's been done by a lot of us, and it's a good moment.
What a tune, FC Kahuna Hayling. Trip hop at its best. I don't even know what year it came out, but I imagine it's around the same time as...
See, this is where the last one we did, you had facts.
Well, that's what I mean.
This one
I
we
told you the
don't.
last one that I had only facts. This one,
This
I
is
have shit all.
Having facts was a momentary
I've got
thing.
one note written about my one song I'm going to play. I've got 2 songs to play. I'm not going to oh yeah, go on, play it.
It's got one
say
note,
the
one
notes
song.
now, and before the song's even played, and then that's it.
Sue Central.
Yeah. Anyway, what's the
Sooty,
next song?
Sweet
I
and
reckon
Sue.
we should bring in my song next.
Have you got stuff to say about it?
I do have. I have one note to say about it.
This
yes.
is the one with the one note. Okay, guys, stay gripped because this is the one and only note that we've got to
This
talk
is
about.
the one you'll get,
So,
but this is one of my absolute fave tunes right now. I listen to it pretty much on the way home from every outing I'm at. So the last time I went to yours, when we did some mixing, I went home pretty pissed in an Uber listening to this song.
The Uber driver was like, "You're right, mate." He was like, "I ain't got time for your
I
shit.
ain't got
I'm
time
listening
for
to this
your
tune.
chat,
Shut
mate.
up. I'm paying you, driver."
I'm listening to Barker. Look how hard I've tried. Barker, look how hard I've tried.
So hard.
He's tried
He
very
tried
hard.
so bloody hard. He was
I
there and he tried. I want to say that Frodo ain't got shit on this guy, Barker. Barker's done more than Frodo. Frodo went to Mount Doom for 13 months. Barker's been doing all sorts for shit.
Frodo went to Mount Doom, but Barker, and if you watch the video on YouTube, don't know the exact name, I'll link it in our social medias, but Barker made his own metal plate reverb, which I showed you the video of. Do you remember seeing it?
Yeah.
Made his own metal plate reverb and then put his own percussive beaters on it, which was controlled by a MIDI input pad. So his, like, okay, nobody unless you're a music tech nerd would understand this, but he built his own plate reverb in his house, in his studio, where he put his own percussive beaters on it, which he controlled by a pad, so that he'd send his sounds through his own reverb to get an echoey sound, and he'd put his drums through it. Insane production.
Can I just put the cherry on top of that?
Yeah.
He didn't do it with Samwise as well. He did no one.
He did it by himself.
So Frodo, you are a joke, okay, mate? You fucked up. Sam. It's all about Sam and what's his name?
Samwise, Frodo.
No, the guy
Gollum.
with the plate reverb and that.
Oh, Barker.
Barker, that's it. Yeah, he did it by himself. He's a lone wolf. So technically, Frodo, you ain't that impressive, really, are you?
No, but anyway, in terms of an electronic artist using synths, how they should be used, original
He did it.
physical synths, not VSTs, not virtual instruments, just making music out of original synths. This guy, you should listen to him. Insane. His album art as well. It's weird.
Show me a thing with like a panther brain.
It's a panther with his brain out, with the moon behind him.
It's like his brain's his best friend.
Yeah.
Me and Brain are going out. We're going to go out on the town, man. We're going to go fucking crazy.
Yeah, this guy, I know some of you may find it quite repetitive music, but
Good mixing tool.
it's a good mixing tool. It's a good rider song. It hits all the boxes. It's insane use of synths. And I know I keep saying that word, but those who know will know that control and engineering of a synth is incredibly difficult to get right.
When you just said about hitting all the boxes, usually the terminology is like ticking all the boxes.
Ticking all the boxes,
And I
hitting
just
all the
pictured
boxes.
someone in like the job centre. And he's
We don't
like,
tick the boxes, we
tick boxes.
fucking hit
and
the
he just
boxes,
goes fucking mental. He's
punching
like,
them.
yes, I've got a fucking disability, and just starts fucking smashing the paper. And it's like, so he's hitting all the boxes instead of ticking. More calm people tick. People with anger issues hit the boxes.
Yeah, Barker is definitely
He's an angry guy, yeah.
An original artist you should listen to.
With anger issues as well. He's actually in
Maybe.
the film Anger Management as a extra, but he's
just losing his shit in the background.
yeah, he's not
Yeah.
the primary thing, so you never see it. But if you look into it, he is in it.
But
Don't
no,
look into it, 'cause
we'll
you'll be wasting your
link
life
his
listening
channel and stuff if he's got a channel in the description.
to it. His IMDb will say Anger Management.
He's so good.
Adam Sandler, Jack Nicholson, Barker was from a day.
Yeah, sorry. I showed Tom Barker after we came back from a day at Strong Room Studios.
Yeah, basically, I had a day at Strong Rooms. I got my track mixed down. The reason I did it was because it's quite an iconic studio. It's quite legendary. Prodigy recorded Jilted Generation and Fat of the Land there. Chemical Brothers did the latest album, No Geography, and just had my track down there to kind of push them out to labels and see what I get. And Sam showed me this track, and I was just like, it's cool, but I'm just too tired, man. I've been mixing the track down for 12 hours. I'm sleepy.
Yeah. But that's the thing. It's a track that you can listen to tired. It's not.
Yeah, it's not hard. It's not. It's just
hard
like
track.
sort of like. See, the difference with us, I kind of feel like you've got the rollers and I've got the. I was gonna say the
Fat Boys.
Yeah, fatty boys. Yeah, and it's like, but rollers they're important, and that
Anyway,
it's a good mixing tool. You could mix that from something into.
Tell
whatever.
me about Strong Rooms, because that is an insane achievement in your life.
Well, the rooms are pretty strong.
Beginning to the end. How did it start? How did you get there? What happened at the end?
I left and then I went to a cafe called For Coffee, and I was like, Jesus, there's a cafe called For Coffee.
Yeah.
The word fuck is in
coffee,
there. Yeah, and
just then, I had another voice crack.
Hello, Coffee.
Are you ready?
Oh, fuck me, not again. You do it a third time, you're going to hear a smash, and that's Sam's glass table in his living room that I threw at his face.
So yeah, that's the second voice crack of the podcast.
And that's the last studio audience thing we do, because I'm going to eat Sam's soul. So I went to a cafe called For Coffee. Good coffee as well. Little plug to, we had Thames Water.
Yeah.
This is going to be For Coffee as now.
Fuck off.
Yeah,
fuck
off.
off.
Go fuck off and get a coffee. Good coffee. And I went there, met the guy I mixed down it with, David Jones. He's worked on some pretty big tracks, and we got on really well. Met Absolute Storm. Done my track. Really crazy shit. Really good day. Sam came along.
Yeah, and, Tom brought me along for the last.
I tried to
3
surprise him and be like, "Come to this postcode, but you can't look." And then he put the postcodes in. And it said Strongroom Studios.
Yeah,
he was like,
I put
"Are
the
you at
postcode
Strongroom
into
Studios?"
maps, and it told me the exact name of the place. And so straight away I was like, "Oh, Tom's at Strongroom Studios," rather than him thinking I'd show up and be like, "Oh my god!"
Oh, look at this! Yeah, I'm an idiot. My bad. But yeah, so I invited him along. It was really cool. Really good day. Sent him off some labels, waiting to hear some stuff back. Really cool track. I'll pop it in the link because the more the merrier.
Yeah, why not?
But more about that. But good day.
Yeah.
Good day. But yeah, Sam showed me this track afterwards. He came out for a little mix, and I felt well bad because I was like, yeah, we'll have a good day. Come over, we'll have a mix. It'll be really fun.
But to be honest, as soon as I arrived, it was about I think it was about 5. Maybe 7, might have been 7 p.m. And I arrived, and Tom came down from the studios, and I've never seen him look so tired in my life. He was just
get used to that life.
He was just like, do you want to get a drink? I might not, because I'm a bit tired.
Yeah, I might fall asleep.
The bags under his eyes were insane. I was just like, wow, I'm supposed to be.
That's the life I want.
Finishing the mix down with him, and then going to do some mixing of our own tracks later. I was like, this is a very early night we're going to have.
It was. It wasn't that early to be. It was, go at 2 a.m, but I struggled.
But
you know what I mean?
The experience of being in Strongroom Studios.
Big deal. They actually, the room I did my track in, I don't know what track it was, but the Spice Girls did some mix downs there. Sorry, they recorded the tracks there. I don't know what tracks, but I just hope it's the one where Mel B's like, "Capiche, you bastards!" Just Bo Selector style, because that's...
Who's got the cocaine?
Putsy Genzi, you bastards! I miss Bo Selector. So much fun.
I remember when I asked you and the mixing engineer, "Where's the toilet?" and you pointed me in the right direction. I went to the toilet and I thought, I couldn't quite picture Mel B doing anything in this toilet. I thought
that's
it was
a weird thing to say.
small.
You on about the things that I say on this show? You're talking about Mel C making a toilet.
No, not Mel C, Mel B.
It doesn't matter.
No,
A, B, C, or D.
No. Mel B.
Doesn't matter what alphabet
C,
Mel
or
you're
D.
picking. You can't. You know.
Well, that's the thing. I was in that toilet taking a piss.
I put a camera in there. No one would know about it.
I was just pissing casually as a bloke does, and I was thinking, there's nowhere in this toilet that Mel B could have done any sort of
a number
narcotic.
1 or number 2. That's what you're just saying. It's
narcotic, whilst doing a number 1 or number 2.
I don't know if the Spice Girls, probably music industry,
Dude,
probably.
Mel B's voice is like that because she's done so much.
I need another line.
You've got the X Factor.
Oh no, imagine. Yeah, I can't imagine the Spice Girls doing that, but they probably did.
We'll probably get sued for this.
Yeah, we're getting sued already.
Mel B has gone bankrupt as of last year before. Even though she was on, I think, Britain's Got Talent.
You're really fortunate. You're telling my future here. So basically, I went to Strongroom. Spice Girls recorded there. She's bankrupt. So Tom Slater does his stuff there, gets bankrupt, and his future's looking pretty bleak. So I'm gonna try and erase that from. I didn't record anything at Strongrooms anymore, guys. I didn't. It was a lie, and my future's gonna be solid, not Mel B or
Mel B.
Mel
C is the nice one. I like Mel C.
Well, she's sporty.
She's Sporty Spice, yeah.
Scary. They should have had a bit more distance between the letters because it's too close. It's too B and C.
Oh, this was beyond us. I never listened to the Spice Girls, so I couldn't tell you which one is which. I know Emily, not Emily. I think Emma Bunton. Emma Bunton is Baby Spice.
She's banging now and she's banging then. She's always
Baby
gonna be banging.
Spice. You've got Victoria Beckham is Posh Spice. Mel C is Sporty Spice, so Mel B must be
Scary
Spice.
And you Ginger
by
Spice.
process of elimination, has to be Scary Spice.
Yeah.
Yeah, has to be.
Spice Girls though.
Yeah,
Like,
Spice Girls.
I mean, I listen to Spice World. I remember being like Emma B, like blonde Baby Spice. I was only a kid, and you know when girls are like, oh.
Did you ever see the film?
Yeah, Spice World. Fuck yeah, definitely. I watched it recently, and it's funny. It's like kind of like they kind of take the piss out of like it goes into their tour bus, and it's massive, and it's like it's not that wide.
Funny thing though is the last song they play of the film, they do the shots of them playing the song is Posh Spice is barely shown. It's edited where she's probably shown about 3-4 times in the whole edit of that last scene.
Too busy banging Beckham.
I would.
I'm gonna bring in my track. This is AK. I don't know. Is this 1200 or like 1200?
1200. I'd say AK 1200.
1200. Alright, this is AK 1200 Junior's tune digital remix. UK 1200 or 1200 or 12. No, I said 1200. 1200 or that's what I got. But yeah, Junior's Tune digital remix. Yes, I got this from this on vinyl from a shop in Braintree called Area 51 Records. And weirdly enough, like, I don't know why, but he's like an old school, the guy who owned it, really lovely guy, old school raver. And there's a picture of him. He supplied the decks for the premiere of The Pursuit of Happiness, I think, with Will Smith.
Why would
I don't know.
Pursuit of Happiness
I ain't got a
decks?
fucking clue. I don't know. It's like this is Will Smith to be like, he's a Fresh Prince. He's not an old school raver from the Acid House days.
He's
in
hip-hop,
Fresh
man.
Prince, exactly, and he's there with him, and it's
Hip-hop
like
DJs.
I'm not having a go.
That's a
fair
whole
play to
new
the guy.
skill. Hip hop DJing is a whole new skill. That's mad.
Yeah, this guy on the
If
record shop.
anyone's
he
seen
was
that
with-
video of Biggie Smalls
losing
it as DJ,
most awkward video ever, and that DJ, he got fired as fuck. We'll put that in the link because only watch it if you're ready to be like leave the room, but you can't escape it.
Are you ready for your bones to ache?
Yeah, it is. This guy just basically just keeps messing up DJing, and Biggie Smalls is like, "Fuck this, I'm done." And the DJ standing there like, "Today was a bad day." But yeah, so basically in the shop, Area 51.
Where's that?
Braintree, yeah. I used to go like when I got back into DJing when I used to DJ as a kid, and then I like play drums and rock bands, and I got back into dance, and I got a load of vinyls, white labels. One of them was, do you know Ian Carey Project, Get Shaky? It was a Matrix and Future Bound remix of that, and it's big. I'll put that in the link. If it's on Spotify, I'll pop it in the playlist. But then I got this vinyl with it as well, and it was just a great like getting me back into drum bass, and this is on there. I love this track because it's like a jungle roller, and it's going and it's keeping it funky, and you're like, oh, little screw face is just creeping in. You know when you're screwing shit in from IKEA and you're like nearly there.
Your mouth just start.
It's just like screwing a bit more than usual, yeah, and you're like,
bit of a snarl.
Screw my fucking arse off, and you
Snarl
do, yeah.
just appears.
And you get that screwy.
Dude, that
and,
way you
everyone says
vocalise
this.
That's so good. Do it again.
Oh, should I just give you some Hazard right now? Just get some.
Mate, I might just sample you and then we'll use that for our tune.
And I'll get all the royalties.
Yeah.
And then when I get sued for this, I'll get the royalties from you. You're paying for me being sued for something you didn't even do.
Yeah.
That is long-term shit. That's fucking
being
evil.
mugged off.
Yeah, I'm like your friend. Apparently I'm not. Apparently I'm like your evil worst enemy. You didn't even know it yet. Hopefully it doesn't. I don't ever want to hurt you.
No,
We're
we're holding hands right now.
Yeah, and I'm never going to let go. Yep, so basically that was that track there. It was kind of like a back of like a... I don't really like drum. You know when you're younger and you don't really know what music is, you just go, oh, I like this song.
Well, like I said in the old podcast, I didn't know what liquid was,
exactly,
but I loved it.
You kind of you like the tune because you like it. But
you just like music. You don't get to know the nitty gritty of what ins and outs are.
Exactly.
You just know
For example,
what it is.
there's someone I know, I can't remember who it was exactly, but they said that they thought David Guetta was drum bass. Definitely not.
Oh my
well
God.
off. So off.
Oh my gosh.
Trying to prove. I even said to them, I was like, this is... You're trying to tell me.
That's like they've heard
David
the
Guetta
phrase. They've heard the phrase drum and bass.
And associate
and
with
they've
dance.
decided to associate with. But it's in the umbrella because it's dance rave.
It's dance, yeah, it's electronic music, but you know, it's like saying like, you know, Get Lucky by Daft Punk, that's hardcore gabba, sick tune. Like it's not. It is not at all. But it's like don't try and tell me what dance music is when you think David Guetta's drum and bass.
But then at the same time you can't blame them because everyone has to start somewhere. Everyone has to start.
This
not
isn't even
knowing.
a start.
No, but they didn't know. They
true.
just knew what.
That's true.
They knew dance is an umbrella of just raving.
Dance music,
raving.
yeah. Fair enough. Lights and raves,
exactly.
yeah.
And
but no,
the similarity between all of them is beats and lights and
another really simple breakdown. Another one.
Beats
so
and
we've
lights
had. I
and-
like sounds and I like music and I like beats and breakdowns. So that's taken 6 podcasts to say that. You better hold on for the 8th because it might be like
I've got some.
that has
I've
a drum
got a whole
beat
new.
and a guitar riff. Like it might.
I've got a whole new jargon up my sleeve.
Jargon.
About to just announce.
Give some mad knowledge on music that we this is an awful podcast. We don't know what we're talking
Dude,
about.
this is better than your one where your special where it's just like I like music because it's good.
You fucking said that.
No.
You were the fucking one to say that.
You said
You
that.
fucking.
I'll fight you right now.
You fucking said
Bro.
in the first episode, I like music and I like sounds, and I said that's a really simple breakdown.
I'm on about your special, which comes out in
Even
episode
my
3.
special was after your...
Episode 3 or 4, where you were just like, I like this song because it's good. And we even said, this is the worst podcast ever.
I don't know if people can hear shuffling, but I'm nodding my head so furiously right now. I'm just like, fuck you. Big time. We just me and Sam have fallen out on live TV. Not live TV.
Live TV?
Yeah. We've made it. We're on the BBC now, bitch. It should be the BBBC.
I mean, we've probably
British
done stuff
broadcast
for the BBC.
bitching. What's he sound?
Broadcast bitching.
Communicate. Whatever.
Yeah.
So no, I love that track. That's that there. Do you know why I love that track? And this track has given me like a bit of a technique in production. If you listen to it, it's kind of like a rolling beat, and then it's just the same sort of thing. Bit of MCing comes in the bass line, but then there's another set of aim and break that comes in along with the drums that's already playing, and it almost sounds like it's a track being mixed within the track, but it's not being mixed.
See,
it's just a track, and I do that now, and it's
I do love that about tracks where the sections of the track make. I've only noticed this DJing recently, where you thought, I'll bring this track in to mix another tune, and the track's playing out, and you don't know where to mix it into another track because it's already 2 sections.
You've got 2 drums and you're bringing in a third.
Where it's like,
usually it's
that's
just 2.
already, that track in itself is already 2 mixing tools already.
Exactly, and that's that. You can, I don't know the exact second or bar, whatever, but yeah, if you basically hear it's got like quite a basic beat, and then all of a sudden this scatty drum and bass beat comes in, and it's like there's 2 drums going at once, and it sounds like a mix. But then if you bring it into another track, which I actually played Dream FM. I don't know if any old school listeners out there who like their old school rave. I'm a very old school guy, born in the wrong decade, but I played Dream FM. I've played it a few times, and I played this track on there, and it's just such a like scatty jungle roller, and I'd advise checking out fucking Dream. I'd advise checking out 1200, no, AK 1200, or AK 1200. Or
whatever you want to call it nowadays. Act 12. Act 12 is a pretty good name.
Act noon, Act midnight, 12.
Anyway.
So it could be that, I don't know. But yeah, point is, good tune. And it's got some real skanky material in there. But let's bring in another one. Sam,
we're bring in Elkka, Talkin, which is one of my favourite tunes right now.
Go on.
Elkka, Talkin. What a tune.
Because I never thought it was anybody's business who I am and who I...
That sounds like Ellen DeGeneres.
It does actually.
I think it might be.
Yeah, innit? That
And then
It might be.
shit. That is definitely
I think
Ellen.
it is.
Let's give her a shout. Hopefully, if we plug her,
Let's
we
give
can
Ellen
be like-
DeGeneres a shout. I know you've been through some crap recently, like a lot of stuff going on with your production team. Things were said, people were hurt, but
Give us a break and get us on your show, and we'll talk shit with you. We'll be like, is that you
bring us
talking
on.
that track?
I understand what production's like. We've both worked in TV. We know what it's like. Not flexing or anything, but we know what it's like.
It's fucking shit.
It's awful.
It is,
I
yeah.
mean, producers
I'm in
take
TV,
control.
and then you're like, doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, you're a host. At the end of the day, yeah, it's your show, but you don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
Ellen, all I'm gonna say is, if you get us on,
Yeah, get us on. We'll talk goodness.
it's all good stuff, you know. I've got
But anyway,
you got some good shit.
Elkka Talkin. I mean, what a tune. I know our resident DJ, JRE, has put that in a mix recently on Mixcloud. Check her out. We put the link in the description.
With the so basically Sam got these decks and stuff, and he's like, Tom, let's do some mixing, get you into it, blah blah blah. And Sam likes Liquid, and I know my drum and bass like years ago. So I get it now, but I've never really been to house. But I come over here and Julia whacks out this tune, and I'm like, skirt. I'm like, this is madness. And Sam plays his Liquid. I'm like, yeah, whatever, because because I've heard it. Like, I'm not being on with Sam. I've heard Liquid before,
Sam,
but it's like,
just
yeah,
give
Sam,
up, mate.
stop there. Leave it, mate,
Dude,
because you're
you
embarrassing
haven't
yourself.
heard my mix.
I haven't. He's keeping me on.
Just wait for my mix.
I will. I'm excited, man. But with Julia, oh god, that's back to the first one. You being a weird, creepy librarian creep. But so Julia played some stuff, and I was kind of like, it surprised me because I don't follow house. It's nothing to do with your skills. Like, you're both learning together. But the advantage that Julia has is the fact that I don't really follow house. So when I hear it, it's like, oh, I like this. Where Liquid, I know drum bass, I know Liquid. So it's like the tracks individually are cool, but as a mix, I've heard thousands of Liquid mixes. But house, I haven't heard that many. So it's
I
kind
would
of
say
surprise.
though that the mix I've got prepared, which I'm going to play you Saturday night,
70s disco,
is
metal gabba.
You wouldn't have heard those tunes. You wouldn't have. You've heard maybe some of them.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff you generally
Majority
don't know.
of them, because I know drum and bass that you haven't heard, and we established this last podcast. I know drum and bass you don't know.
I was
I
in
know
it in
drum and bass
uni.
you don't know.
I got drum and bass you don't know. You don't know. No. Just turn it into grind
Bar
track
stuff,
about
yeah.
like talking about the drum bass you don't know that I do
See,
know.
you're an old man right now.
Thanks,
you're in
mate.
the older
That's fine.
generation of
We
drum
went to go
and
get a
bass.
bottle of JD earlier and was like, you got your wallet? I was like, I don't need one. I'm not going to get ID. I'm
You
well
look
over 25.
old enough.
Thanks, dude. I'm not that older than 25, but
There
I'm
you
not
go.
that.
Let's put this on the mic. Cheers right now.
Saturday night vibes. Safe. You get that twat at McDonald's who's just like with a straw and you're just looking like shut up. And I snapped.
He's
on
got a Happy Meal as well.
I snapped on a guy on a train because he was eating salad like.
He's eating salads on a train
But he
during
was
COVID.
like, it was no. This is I don't know. What
Ah,
it was,
fair.
But he was just snapping away with his mouth.
Thing is
and
though,
everyone was looking, and I was like, shut up!
No, just saying real quick. How weird would that be if someone's eating on a train now? But that's just become so normal that, like, COVID has become
mad
the
how
norm.
It's
That
been
if you
years
see
and years and
anyone
decades
eating,
and decades of the same
but it,
shit.
No, but it's been
Yeah.
It's been half a year, and now
And
we're like,
everything's changed,
don't even eat on a train.
I love that because when I'm walking through London, like it's through Spank, I started on a guy kind
through
of
Spank.
through Spank. Yeah, that's my town. That's where I hang out. I'm through Spank Central, Tottenham Court Chode, Breast Ham, Cummington.
You had
Do you know what
these
I mean?
prepared before.
I play this game.
You've known
there's
this
a game on
the
anyone listening as well. If you're but you know when you're on the tube and you're looking around, everyone's looking at each other and it's like it's awkward. Look on whatever line you're on. Try and change the name to a dirty name. So you've got like
Tottenham Court Chode. Is
Tottenham
the
Court
best one.
Chode, Breast Ham, Holborn, what is it? Bank's pretty self-explanatory. Wank. What we got? There's loads out there. If you got some tube stations up, I'd be like, yeah, it's brilliant. But just try and make it into anything dirty. There's actually, I was actually, this sounds really silly, but I was going to do a bank ski and just like go through all the tube stations in London and then like get like, you know, those little like stickers on the strip things.
Yeah.
Just type them and just go on every tube and just replace them. So people are like, where am I going? Barbican. I'm gonna go to Boobican, and yeah, and then get to.
For those who don't know, Tom is 29
I'm
years
a very
old.
immature person. Very.
He's coming on to the big 3-0.
So badly immature.
And
painfully.
still laughs at the Boobican.
Exactly, Boobican. Give me some stations.
Green Park, do that one. That's a hard one that I knew. I thought about it in my head before and it was difficult.
No, I can't. Give me another one. Give me another one.
Let's think. Leicester Square. I'm giving you difficult ones. Even
Yeah,
Piccadilly
difficult,
Circus, you can't do.
Piccawilly.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. I've got some I know and some I'm like But yeah, give me one more.
Let's go. Do you know what's mad is that we both live and work in London and we can't think of tube names.
If I had the tube map in front of me, I could give you. I could just.
Yeah,
I'd be like Buster Rhymes with dirty words, just rapping them because I know
Baker
them.
Street.
Wanker Street.
No,
Baker.
that's weak.
Waker,
That's weak.
Baker, Baker Teat.
That's better.
Titty. Booby. There you go.
Yeah, I got it before you explained.
Cool. Just want to
Anyway,
clarify.
whatever.
No, I'll be like, that's not right. But yeah. Well, I'm gonna bring in my track now. And,
We have not analysed.
Not at all.
Analyse whatsoever.
Speaking about the immaturity, what word is analyse? Anal. Boom. There's another one for you. So yeah, I honestly think if I had the knowledge that I have for immaturity and
I had a
sexual
whole
innuendos.
thing I prepared for this that I didn't say.
Go on.
Any of you listening, look at the album cover for Elkka Talkin. And it's quite a suggestive album cover because it is, I'm not going to explain it entirely, but Elkka doing some suggestive things with another man.
What? Oh,
You've
the
seen
album
it.
cover.
Yeah, the album cover.
That's the point I was going to make actually. Back to the analysis
anyway,
of it.
It reminds me of Barbra Streisand and Barry Gibb hugging.
Put it on the fucking.
I'll link it.
thing,
But,
yeah. It's a man and a woman.
At the same time, it's not exactly the same as Barbra Streisand and Barry Gibb.
It's not because they're fully clothed and they're hugging. These guys are full on shagging.
But it gives me the vibes.
It's softcore porn as a picture.
Yeah.
It's not like
you see some leg, you see a bit of bum,
bit of side boob, but no full on boob.
Yeah.
But like with that, do you know in the track it says like say my name.
What's my name?
What's my name? Exact same thing. Like in that, you know. What's my name, bitch? What's my name? That's honestly the vibe I got. I look at the front cover.
If you've listened, that's not what she says in the slightest.
Yeah, but that's what she does say the word, say my name.
What's my
name? And the front
name?
cover is them shagging.
What's my name?
That's it, exactly. And then different context. What's my name, bitch? Bang. So can I say that?
I'm really sorry, Mum. This was the one I was going to show you. But,
Yeah.
Also,
you should be ashamed of your son because he hangs around with me.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna avoid meeting you, so I don't have to ever shame up to
You
me.
know where you warned me not to get involved with this kind of crowd?
Whoops.
It's too late.
You did a bad job.
I did.
That's so horrible. That's so horrible. You did a great job. He's one of the best guys I know. He genuinely is. Of all the people I know, you're one of those solid ones. But you have got a little thing going on there because no matter what you think of, you're thinking of softcore porn at the very least, which is an album cover and a girl saying, "What's my name?" So there's nothing wrong with that. You're just a sexual person. It's fine.
What?
Well, because you cover
Are
a
you saying that's what I think of all the time?
Maybe. I don't know. You tell me. It's your brain. Put me on the spot, Tom. Cheers, brother.
Anyway, I think we should move on.
I'm gonna after this show you a bit about my basically it's the layer cake thing we're talking about. If anyone out there, anyone who's seen layer cake and they know that what tune I'm gonna bring in next, you're gonna go, I'm definitely gonna listen to the next section of this tune because it's gonna be hot, it's gonna be spicy, it's gonna be saucy.
No, I've definitely skipped to the timestamp where I don't talk about Sam thinking of some suggestive things and go straight to this song.
No, it's fine because context is better.
Context is better.
You didn't do anything wrong.
You did.
Yeah, I don't mind.
As always.
As always.
You have done something wrong.
Just out there, I'm really going to regret eating these words, but say if this podcast goes anywhere in the future...
I'm going to cut you off right there.
No, I'm doing you a favour. This is just favour to you. I'm going to say, if this podcast ever goes anywhere and you need to do some sewage, Sam didn't do anything.
Sewage?
It was, not sewage, sewage. Like, if you need to sue someone, Sam did nothing. But he can cut me off. Because he cut me off, he did do something. It was all his idea.
Sometimes I feel like throwing my head
You Got the Love, original bootleg, mix, the Source and Candi Station. There's so many versions of this, so many. You've got the original...
Wait, you're missing out who actually remixed it bootleg-wise.
I can count on you.
What? 12 Erin's bootleg mix.
See, that's what I mean, there's so many, I don't even know.
So many.
So many.
Because
the original
I imagine
is...
everyone who's listening to this has heard the Florence and the Machine version.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
With
so
You
many
Got
versions.
Dirty Love with Dizzy Rascal.
Oh,
so that's
mate,
two
what?
versions
Exactly.
by Florence and the Machine.
And that's two versions of the same artist, so exactly, there's so many versions of this. But the reason I picked this is because it's one of the best... It's just such a great version. I just love it. And I'll be honest with you, this is a fully open scenario here. I saw this when I'm back to Layer Cake. There's a bit when Daniel Craig's talking to this guy in a bar and he's a twat and he's with Sienna Miller, who's his girlfriend, but Sienna Miller's full on hot for Daniel Craig, and this is playing and she's just eating this lollipop and she's just dancing on the floor, and I just remember being a kid and being like, boing, just bang, Jesus, one of the best things I've ever laid my eyes on, ever. And I just want to meet Sienna Miller and be like, you did a lot for me. You did a lot, and it's just one of the best things I've ever heard in my life. I've seen in my life, and that tune there, just, I'm not gonna lie, it makes the blood rush from my head to somewhere else, and I get dizzy because I just think of Sienna Miller. Sorry.
Those who know will know.
It's not, yeah, exactly. No, yeah, exactly. Whoever, if you get it, some people are out there going, my homeboy Tom, and some are going, what a fucking perv. But this, you can see this as like a really like, you're a perv, or you can go, that's a compliment. If someone said to me, if some girl said to me, I saw Tom Slater dancing and it was just like, made me just like, you know, soak to my socks, I'd be like, safe, man. I'll be like, no, but I'll be like, thank you.
Oh my God.
I'd be like,
that in my life.
It's a compliment.
Oh,
it is. Some people can
Jesus.
see that as a pervy thing, and I'll be like, that's cool. You're
Oh,
welcome.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
appreciate I did that for you.
Did you literally just say that?
I did, yeah. I don't even give a shit. It's a compliment. You know, some people go, oh, your hair looks nice, creep. Or you can go, hair looks nice. Oh, thanks.
Do you know that's
I've got
the
it
name
done.
of this
Tony
episode?
and Guy. What?
Soaked to my socks.
Yeah, but yeah, so, you know, two layer cakes. You got 2 slices of layer cake for the price of, like, you can pay anything, you just listened in, so sort of for free, both.
Wicked film, though.
Great film. Such a good film.
I mean,
it's a great soundtrack.
it came out similar time to Long Stock and Two Smoking Barrels. The guy
No,
Ritchie.
it was a bit later than that.
Similar, but
It
it
was-
was the same type of film, but completely different directions.
Yeah, well, you had Lock,
Completely
Stock,
different.
then Snatch, and then Rock and Roller, I think, and then
Oh,
Layer
Snatch.
Cake.
I only watched
Snatch.
that kind of recently.
You know the
Wicked.
track. You know the track in it. This kind of blew my mind a bit. You know when Brad Pitt goes on boxing and it's got the drums and the.
He's like, oh, it says,
do you know who that is? Do you know who plays that track?
No.
That's Oasis.
What?
Yeah, and it's like proper heavy drums.
Oh, mate, do you know what? We'll do an old school Britpop, 90s Britpop.
I'd like that. I would like that.
Britpop podcast.
Yeah.
Because we got the Oasis versus
Blur. Versus that's it, because there's no other Britpop people in the 90s.
Everything else is American at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
isn't it?
Yeah. We've got Nirvana.
Nirvana,
Across
yeah,
the
but
pond.
Nirvana versus Alice in Chains.
Exactly.
That'll
yeah,
be
yeah.
a wicked
Pearl
one.
Jam. Oh,
Pearl
love
Jam.
Pearl Jam.
Oh, we should do a grunge episode.
Should we just scrap this bullshit?
Yeah. Oh, we're ending this
Pop
right
over.
now. We're doing a grunge
Yeah.
episode.
No one's going to hear this because we deleted it off. But no, yeah, that track there, I love that. The reason I picked that was because kind of like, there's so many different versions of it, but no matter what version you hear,
It's
you always
big.
just find yourself battle in your heart going, you have, you know what? You have got the love.
But no one's ever. What's the original? Do
I
you
think
know,
it's
have you ever
Candi
heard
Station.
the actual original?
Yeah, it's Candi Station. I mean, I think that's the original, but there could be like 1,001 before that. But it's, yeah, by
It's one of
Candi
those that goes
Station.
kind of ignored and everyone forgets the original and just listens to the sample in other tracks.
Yeah, it's just the original. It's just Candi Station. You got the love.
Well, anyway, we'll
No,
link
no,
that.
no, it was in
We'll link,
1980 as
rather
well.
than playing it, we'll link that. Everyone listen to that first to get your history
Do-
up to date.
It's like I think that's kind of like an issue when it kind of comes to like it's like Star Wars. Like when
When do you
what
start?
one's what? Yeah, when do you start? It's like, so you had like New Hope out, but then you technically had like Rogue One. I don't need to click through and go when what. No, I just want to watch them and go, I get it. I don't give a fuck about time. So same sort of thing, Candi Station. Not your fault, Candi Station.
But
Everyone
I think,
else's.
But I think difference with same with film. Like you see the visual quality, audio quality wise.
Sometimes that's better though. I love like some of the
yeah.
best live things I search on YouTube. There's one by Terry Reid called Dean, and it's like almost like a Woodstock sort of thing, and it's like, the quality's really bad, but it's also like it's just so pure. It's just they don't care about the quality. They weren't like, can you put the EQ up a bit? They were just on it and just jamming, and that's what makes music. And there's so many perfections these days that make stuff kind of like. It's cool and that, but it's whatever. Where
I do think
best stuff's the rawest stuff.
Being in the age of digital production, I'm sure you found the same thing. Is especially going to strong rooms, you when you're producing your own tracks, you then see the reference to old school stuff.
Oh yeah, of course.
And you think how difficult that would have been.
Oh,
back then.
so for example, I don't know if you know this, but like sampling back in the day, the way they did that, it wasn't just like import a WAV, pop it in, time stretch it, give it a whatever, and it's fine. You actually had to get like a tape. Take the screws out of the tape, open the reel, sort of like find it, pause it, go back a bit, take it out the tape player, cut it with a scalpel, and then put it in,
and then play it back at a certain speed.
Exactly, you had to literally like manipulate the tape sound, not just a WAV file. And
you didn't necessarily have an unlimited amount of takes.
Yeah,
because
you just had
the
to
more,
sort of like,
the more
you
you
had to
did
deal
it,
with.
the more noise and distortion would go to the tape.
More processing to make it
more processing.
Brings it down.
Back in the analog days, the more processing it went through, the more it would deteriorate.
And that's what makes people more of like you were a visionary more than just because you could just keep going back and forth. But if you
whereas nowadays you can literally an unlimited amount of times process a file.
Doesn't matter.
And doesn't matter because it'll keep the same original.
Control
quality.
S, save.
Yeah, Control Z.
Control Shift Z, redo.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And back then it was like, fuck. I fucked the tape.
Yeah, imagine in like album ready production environment, and you've got I've got to play in this sample for this band to play to, and you fuck up the speed of which your playback is.
Day ruiner.
They're like, oh,
your boss is
God's
pissed.
sake.
Your boss is fucked. Your boss is like,
that
cost
you an hour, 2 hours
more than that.
Time.
Imagine cutting a slice of tape. Imagine how precise it had to be, and if you didn't get it to imagine if you had like, I've got one of these tapes and I don't know where the other one is. Imagine if it's like a wrist take and you have to, like, if you fucked it, you fucked it. If you made it, you made it. That there though, that was like, you could really like identify a real visionary compared to someone who just wants to get on board. Now everyone can get on board because they're like, I'll just download Tractor or press sync and I'm a DJ. No, it's not. That's why I have so much more respect for the old school these days.
Well, that's the thing. Like, since I've only started mixing recently, I don't touch the sync button at all. Good. That's the whole point. My ethos of it. Don't touch the sync button because that's the easy way out. Learn to do it.
It's not suicide. It's just the easy way out. I'm doing it.
Yeah, don't learn to do it the proper way, and then you've got so much more understanding, experience of it.
Yeah. Exactly, man.
But anyway, something to think about as we leave you, because this always boggles my mind.
The two people listening, which would be...
two people listening, two mates that we send it to.
You QCing it, and then me QCing that.
Yeah, just me and Tom listening.
Hi, Sam.
Something to boggle your mind that I remember. Me and my fellow, he's manager now, Jamie, if he's listening.
Jamie who?
Moulds.
Is he your manager now?
He's manager now, mate.
Safe, Jamie.
Yeah. When we were in Panama, like we mentioned before.
I've got no wait. Sorry, can I? I've got to put the pictures on.
Dude, we'll bring it up in the next one.
No.
We'll save for the next time because stay tuned because you got a treat. Panama story. We'll bring it in next podcast. Tom loves it.
It is the best story.
Me and Jamie, as well as our old supervisor Nat, went to Panama to do some work for TV. And there was a time where me and Jamie were both working a late shift, and we got into the conversation of how the hell did old studios record onto tape? And Tom, I bet you can't wrap your head around this. We'll leave this for the audience to listen to.
Well, it'll be...
No.
Oh.
So, you record a track in. So you record your drums in.
It's like film. It's the audio of film.
How do you record multiple tracks onto a single tape outside of the digital environment? How does that work? How does tape work? How does vinyl work?
I know how vinyl works.
How did you print vinyl to have different grooves
Yeah,
in a plastic disc to
It's alien.
emit sound.
Why do you think that vinyls spin? Because they can fit perfectly on top of the pyramids.
Yeah, and
spin.
how do you get
It's
a vinyl
alien, bro.
to have that exact groove
Yeah, it's mad,
to
yeah.
spin at that exact RPM?
Do you know if you got a cup, a plastic cup, and you got a long enough needle to come out of it slightly? So like there's like, say if the cup's like 10 centimeters and then the needle was 11, for example. If you theoretically got a vinyl and span it on your finger and used the cup, you would hear the sound wave because it's the vibration going.
And
up
how
the vinyl.
insane is
It's mad.
that?
Yeah, it is incomprehensible.
People look
back in
at
that time.
people look
Even
at
now,
people look at the digital age and think, well, that's impressive, but I kind of get it because it's file based.
Yeah, these guys have to think of it from nothing.
How did you understand that before digital?
Well, we're going to do...
How?
I've got loads of
How?
vinyls sitting in a box with no record player. So we're going to do a vinyl special one day.
How did you do
And
it?
when we do the vinyl special, I will bring this shit up because it's
insane.
It is. It's
actually
ridiculous.
insane.
Have you ever seen a picture zoomed into a vinyl? Like really zoomed
Looks
in?
like the Mount Everest range.
Yeah, it is. It's like the Alps, and it's so incredibly smart. Like how they made back then those grooves. It wasn't like they imprinted it. It would sort of groove in as they record the saying. Like I've actually heard the first recording ever, and it's so eerie because you're like this.
Same
guy's
with
dead.
wax drum. The first ever before vinyl was wax drum.
Okay.
That was on a drum of wax. They put the grooves and it played through a horn, and that emitted the sound. It was before the thing before vinyl. How did you imprint on wax to do the same thing?
Smart.
Anyway, mind boggles.
Alien.
Thank you for tuning into the
Defo.
Safety Podcast.
Definitely
Makes you
alien.
think. Definitely alien.
Definitely
So
alien.
Stonehenge, pyramids, wax drum, vinyls. That's how it goes.
I reckon that's how the Egyptians raved. They were like listening to like Walking Like an Egyptian, and they had the vinyl of it playing on top of a pyramid, and they were just spinning it, and they had a fucking mad time.
Yeah. On the tip of the pyramid
Everyone's
is
all moaning about
such
being
a fine circle that it would spin a vinyl.
And the
seamlessly.
momentum would keep it going. They had this party all day and all night, and they didn't care how high it was. They were like, "Yeah, I'm slaving around, but I'm having a good time. This is safe."
Anyway, something to think about. That's the first time we've had something to think about on the podcast other than safety tips. So
Which we haven't been that.
There you go.
Informative about either.
stay safe out there, guys. Make sure to tune in the next fortnight. Follow us on Instagram, Mixcloud, YouTube. All that jazz.
Sorry if we've been slurring.
We've had a lot of
Saturday night,
to
innit?
drink.
So hopefully if you're on the same level, you'll find this hilarious. If you're sober, you go, "What a bunch of wankers."
Just
anyway,
yeah. Anyway, thank you.
safe.
Next time, guys.